Welcome back to another stream of Alice Mercury Playtime! How are we doing tonight? How are you guys doing? Welcome to my stream! And thank you guys for having an active chat since second one. So who could be the first one tonight? It's Reldex! Oh my god, Reldex, I miss you so much! Hello, my queen of nightmares. I come to show gratitude to the all eldritch gods for the deadly gift that is your existence. May you feast— Ow! Excuse me! I'm reading a message! May you feast on the hearts of the weak. Grant us another year of your bewitching beauty that haunts my dreams. While I pray to become one of your beloved ones before I return to be stardust. Oh my god, Reldex, I miss you so much. I miss these messages so much. But of course, you're mine all Friday. Ain't that right? You are mine every Friday. Sorry, guys. Hey, I'm already on my way out of this cold. Yeah, I'm almost cured. That's amazing. By the way, have I ever told you that I love you so much? Well, I totally forgot about it because of all the time that it has been since last time. I'm so glad that you are here, Reldex. Ooh, my wife Jedi is in chat as well. Wife. Wife. Hi, Jedi. How are you doing tonight? It's great to have you so early in chat tonight. And also we have my dear Tenchi. Hello. Hello, my fairy copter. How are you doing tonight as well? It's also super great to have you here on the very start of my stream. I miss you so much too. Aww. What are we doing tonight? Well, let me explain. Sub Fairies voted once more for Horror Videos Night. So welcome to that, guys. Welcome to Horror Videos Night once more. Session number 6, is it? I don't remember. Let me check. Yeah, number 6. Tonight, Sub Fairies voted for this activity, so that's what we're gonna have tonight. And they suggested me— I mean, you know that normally Horror Videos Night is just me watching analog horror series. So, tonight we are watching one analog horror series that I don't know of at all, called The Monument Mythos. Yeah, hopefully that's pronounced okay. Yeah, that's what we are gonna do. What do you think about it? Does anybody know about this series, The Monument Mythos? Have you watched it? Do you at least know about it? No spoilers allowed. Just yes or no answers. Oh my god. How was your Thanksgiving dinner? Oh, thank you for asking. Well, it was actually not that great. I mean, I ate everything that I wanted. In my case, I love champurrado. It's something that you guys, especially non-Mexican fairies, need to taste. I am addicted to champurrado. You know, like the Christmas ham with the ham with pineapple and stuff. Mashed potatoes. I'm crazy for mashed potatoes. And tamal de... in a tamal of chicharrón, yeah. I don't know how to say that in English at all. So yeah, you know, a very Mexican Thanksgiving if it is. It actually felt pretty much like a Christmas dinner that we normally have in Mexico. I mean, everything there was perfect. Totally perfect. But I was actually talking to Ivy about this. Yesterday there was a kid that wouldn't leave me alone. I said it before in my streams. I am a children magnet, and that can be a blessing or a curse. And yesterday was a curse, and I totally see that coming. Because, I don't know, he was a 7-year-old boy. He's not related to me as long as I know. But God, he wouldn't leave me alone. He always wanted me to play with him and to pay attention to him every fucking second. That will imply that I couldn't play with my toddler cousin. You know about her, the baby fairy. I have another toddler fairy there, and I love them both. And I couldn't be with them really because this guy was taking my whole presents, you know? But the thing that I didn't like the most about this kid is that he's spoiled in a bad way. Like, he's like a problematic kid. He's throwing toys all the time. He's saying bad words like in a non-charismatic way. He makes actually a lot of adult comments, like sexual jokes. I don't know. He just says a lot of things. Oh yeah, and he's like for example, he tried to play with Barbies with me. Obviously, I have no problem. Obviously, I have no problem with a boy playing Barbies. But I didn't like him that his play was like, oh, look, Barbie is naked and drunk. You know what we can do? I was like, God, oh my God. And all his games were like, death, destruction, chaos. But not like in a normal, edgy kind of way. It was more like, I don't know, corrupted. I don't know. It was like very, And he played music. And most of his songs were actually something that here in Mexico we called beliconas, which is practically organized crime culture, organized crime music. So, oh my God. And this kid was also sexist to me because there was a moment that we were playing like house and he just threw me like a toy, like, what was it? It was like a toy underwear, and he demanded me that I needed to do his laundry. But like commanding me, like, oh my God, I seriously didn't like this boy at all. I would have stayed very late in that Thanksgiving gathering, but that kid made me leave early. And I think everyone noticed that, and I don't fucking care. I was no one's babysitter anyway. Ow! Yeah, that was a kid. That was the kid yesterday with me. Just tossing toys at me. Like, what the fuck? I was like, yo, I'm not streaming. Tits is not available right now. But yeah, what an awful kid. Like, I know this is the parents' fault, but I shouldn't pay for that bills, you know? Those are not my bills. So yeah, I mean, it was okay, my Thanksgiving, because I ate everything I wanted, but God, I was overwhelmed by this kid. Like, oh my God. How was your Thanksgiving, fairies? At least see the fairies that do celebrate it. Oh, sorry for the yapping. Let me read the chat. Me and my friend had a Has-Been marathon yesterday and watched all 16 episodes, and I am now obsessed. Oh my God, that's amazing. I think I just watched the first episode of season 2, but I do want to see the rest. As long as I know it is getting better, isn't it, Jedi? Pick Mythos. Oh, Relix knows about Mythos? How scary it is in the scale of 1 to 10. I watch a Wendigoon. Wendigoon, yeah, that guy. Y'all always talk about it. Imagine if we ever collab someday. I mean, I know he does another type of videos to me. I mean, than me, but yeah. Champurrado on Thanksgiving? That's too Mexican for an American tradition. I know. But honestly, Thanksgiving is just like an early Christmas dinner for me. And that's why I like it. That's why I love it. Actually, I did not see any turkey yesterday. And I don't mind because I don't like turkey. It's too dry for me. I don't like dry foods. I don't. I almost choked once on KFC mashed potato once. Wait, how do you choke on that? It's like it's already mashed. How do you choke on it? I suppose that actually the mashed potatoes went somewhere else. I guess like So you're breathing tubes. Relatable, that kid was me. No, Reldex, believe me, you were not. What the fuck, not me anymore. See? No, not at all, believe me. Oh dear. I know. Horrible kid, but yeah. It's pretty good, yes. Awesome. Yeah, I wish I could... I mean, hopefully I can see it soon, because I don't have Amazon. I basically... use someone else's account, but only when someone's, like, is invested, and yeah, it's complicated. Not oh, Xerozone is in chat! Hi, Xerozone! How's my Ratty doing? How was your Thanksgiving? Not scary, just speak lore and mystery. Ooh, amazing. We're still off with it. Wedigoon does horror true crime lore videos, not the politic ones. Politics ones, yeah. Right, I understand. Well, now imagine Wedigoon making a video about the Mercury Labyrinth lore or something. Dude, that will be great. Not just them, like, I dream of people making videos, like, analyzing others' Mercury playtime. You know, so stuff like that, I don't know. But I will get them, eventually. Guys, okay. So that is the introduction chat, for now. Yeah, just 1 second. So yes, it's time to jump into what we always call the gaming screen. We always call it that. But we're not playing something tonight. We are watching the Monument Mythos 3. Let's go. Oh, that's me! Look at me! Wait up. Yeah. No, I was supposed to be here. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Oh no, just give me... Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm not supposed to be in that account. I'm supposed to be in this other one. I mean, I thought I updated it, but okay. Yeah, here we go. Okay. Yeah, here it is. My Thanksgiving was nothing. Nothing happened. Wait, what? Why? Don't you celebrate it? I mean, you are American. You're supposed to celebrate it. It's like, I guess it's like the equivalent of USA people celebrating Cinco de Mayo. When we Mexicans don't celebrate it at all. It's just like, oh yeah, that's a thing. Like, what do we celebrate tonight? Oh yeah, of course. Alright, so it's time to turn off the background music. And so yes, let me activate the desktop sound. Cool. And it is time for us to watch the complete Monument Mythos. I don't think we're gonna finish it tonight. You know how long it takes me to watch one single video because I like to give comments on it. But, you know, we can always do it just like in Angel Hair where we had to make it like a 2-part stream. So that's fine. Nothing to celebrate. It's just a day. Right, but... don't you have like a delicious dinner? I don't know if you're into turkey, mashed potatoes, something like that. No? Alright, so let's start with the first video. It's called the Monument Mythos Season 1 Teaser. Cool, okay. Just give me 1 second here. Yeah, it's fine. Woo! Okay, I don't know what to expect from this one. But I miss to be spooked out. So, okay, let's see. It doesn't have subtitles, but that's fine. Oh, a statue is falling down. Monument Mythos is falling down. I don't know what it is, actually. Wow, even a baby can do that video. I don't enjoy mashed potatoes. Are you crazy? I am crazy for mashed potatoes. What? Well, that's fine. It's not fine. You're weird. Just kidding, but well, bummer. Well, hopefully you can enjoy my stream. I mean, it's not a Thanksgiving special, but I don't know. I'm just sorry about it, Xerosound. I hate it. The texture, it has no taste. Then you haven't tasted the right mashed potato, because at least the one that I taste in different places, it has a yummy, creamy, buttery flavor. Yum, 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 yum. Oh my god, I need a bowl of just mashed potato right now, just to be snacking here in my stream. Yeah, you could. You are a teaser. Yes, I am. Alright. Let me see. So, as for now, when it comes to the first video of the Monument Mythos, I guess the statue that just fell down is the Monument Mythos. I don't know. It actually looked like a Estatua Azteca or something like actually Mexican, but maybe it's from another culture. I don't know, but I am intrigued. I am eating waffles right now, just like the chipmunks. Okay, this second video is called I don't know, there was a moment where I actually read this as cornflakes. No, corner folk. Okay. Guys, I really need to normalize burping in stream. I know that I've asked you guys before, but I really want to make sure. Will you be disgusted if I burp in stream? Because I don't know, I have a lot of air in my system. I mean, I guess you prefer me to burp instead of farting them. Do ya? Do ya? Okay, it says 2011, Riley Tillon uploaded 3 videos describing an unseen presence in his home. A 4th video in 2013 raised concerns over his safety and prompted an official investigation. Upload 1, October 20 of 2011.
Many dimensions intersect with our own, several of which are 2D planes.
This is too HD for me, excuse me. Let me actually make just the subtitles a little bit smaller.
When 2 or more planes intersect, they form corners. Entities in the intersecting planes cannot perceive each other. They exist separately, in their own worlds. However, the corner folk can pass these boundaries and enter other planes. The corner folk are a trans-dimensional species. They are the only ones who can traverse the corners shaped by planes. Coincidentally, I believe that the corners of my own home align with several planes, for I have seen the corner folk in action, crossing the corners from one reality to another.
While making this video, I heard the cornflake and immediately got my camera. This is what I recorded. It's gonna be a cornflake monster! Oh my god! Whoa! Yeah, like a glitch in reality? Replay. Oh, thank you! I was actually gonna replay that in slower speed by myself. That looked like a flying jellyfish.
This leap requires massive amounts of energy that, when released, produces bright blue flashes.
Yeah, it's a flying jellyfish.
I've yet to discover the source of this energy,
a flying octopus.
and the reason behind the cornerfolk crossings remains unknown.
Upload 2. I wouldn't care about the bird thing. Alright, I'll take notes. I'll take notes because honestly, I'm very, I wouldn't say gassy. I do have a lot of air in my system. Why not both? Yeah, I wouldn't ever dare to fart on stream. Unless you guys actually pay me for it. Hey, I said a catalyst in chat. Just got here and I'm already scared of the conversation going on. Yeah, welcome to my normal conversations with fairies in our random moment of my streams. Dimensions, realities crossing each other is a big part of this series. Yeah, I can see this concept already being introduced to us in this very same video. And yes, the moment that we got to see the flying octopus, yeah, you could see like some errors in reality. I don't know, something different. Yeah, something crossing another dimension. Cornflake update.
While I was at work, my cameras captured up to 12 corner folk huddling in the doorway. I used to think that they had to cross dimensions quickly, but the new footage has proven otherwise. When I'm not around, they take a break from traveling and exhibit micro-movements similar to dreaming animals. They must feel safe in these corners, which suggests that the corner folk's own home is made of similar structures.
The cornflake
I imagine that their corner world is made of many plane intersections, allowing them to move freely without using up any energy. My photographs show that smaller corner folk have odd impressions on their skin, as though they had been pressed against many plane intersections at once. The corners likely belong to a nursery or a crib in their homeworld. A multitude of corners placed in close proximity could be used to secure the infant from leaving the corner world. Perhaps they only cross corners in search of food, the same way we only leave our homes for resources. The corner world may be used to raise young, while my own house's corners serve as rest stops of sorts during their journeys.
Interesting? Oddly human. I don't know. It looked like a spider to me. So every time that I get to see a goddamn creature on the corner of my house that's a cornflake monster, oh my god. Just crossing another dimension in search of food? And what do they eat exactly? Huh? They have different shapes, isn't it? Because there was one that actually kind of made me giggle because it was like a one cornflake flying or jumping, I don't know. And it looked kind of human, at least in shape. Where did they find those pictures of me? Oh no, I say a cattle is a cornflake. Conference maybe? Xerison is already playing the I forgot the term. The foreshadowing. He's already playing the foreshadowing play. I will cross dimensions to meet Alice. But Reldex, we live in the same city. What do you mean? This is from almost Christmas time back in 11.
I've begun to dream of the corner world. I can't stop thinking about it. According to the calendar, I've spent entire weeks in my home, just drawing and describing the corner world on paper. I lost my job last month due to repeated absences. It really does feel like I just left the office this afternoon. When the corner folk jump, it feels as though they're taunting me. But I'm close to a solution. Regardless of whether my body survives the forces of the corner world or not, this much is certain. The fear of my own destruction will not prevent my entry.
Is this guy becoming obsessed? Yes or nay? Mild foreshadowing. I remember, I can't pronounce foreshadowing. Why not? Why not? Just say foreshadowing. Come on, repeat after me. Foreshadowing. There, good Ratty. This one is for next year. Yeah, March. Huh? Stare at the blank dot. Definitely gonna get jump scare in 3, 2, 1. cornflake world, the cornflake dimension, the map. Oh. I say foreshadowing. Dude, that's... You make it even more complicated. Where the fuck the L came from? I don't know, you tell me. Foreshowing. 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 So what was that? What was that map? Following his last upload, viewers requested a wellness check on Riley Tylen. How do you pronounce that? Local authorities found Tylen as leaving one corner of his room. Oh no, he became a cornflake! No! That was a tiny burp, I don't know you heard it. A closer examination revealed that his internal organs had been folded along various axes, warranting immediate medical attention. Yikes. How could a spider do that? Maybe he just went to Australia. Yeah, he can't fool us. During his recovery, Tylen, avidly made origami, despite claiming to have never been taught how to do so. He was transferred knowledge about it. As of 2020, he remains in the care of his friends. 7 years later. Oh my god. Cornflake, a film by Alex Casanes. Awesome. Well, as for now, I don't think we can trust the cornflakes. Yeah. I don't want my organs to be folded. Lies, he tried to sell suck and got Ooh. Just like Marilyn Manson. I'm too brown to become a cornflake. I will turn into a Choco Crispy. Or a Nesquik. Or what is... Yeah, those are the darkest... Yeah, those are the darkest flakes that I remember. Choco Crispy and Nesquik. Which I think in USA, the Nesquik is actually this weird orange bird. Like a crazy bird. Cocoa Puff. I think you guys call it Cocoa Puff. But there's black corn. But not black cornflakes. Is it? Oh, yeah. I seen USA sell Oreo cereal. I tasted it. It's not that good, honestly. But have to give it a try. You know what's my favorite cereal? But I only got to see it on the USA as well. Because you guys have a big variety of flavors. It was... I don't remember the brand. I guess it was Kellogg's. But it was a s'mores cereal. I loved it. I tasted it back in 2021 and it tastes very good. I don't know how to explain it, but it tastes very good. Anyway, this next video is called Liberty Lurker. The following audio is an excerpt from an 1889 interview with the what? With the designer of the Statue of Liberty. Oh! Frederick Auguste Bartholdi. That does not sound like French at all. Oh, it does. It does.
Les gens se demandent pourquoi le piédestal est tellement plus grand que le bas. Tout ce que je le dis, c'est demander aux Américains.
Orange Nesquik? Those poor savages north of the border. No, but I mean the cereal is not orange. It's still brown. Brown balls. But the mascot of it is a orange bird. I think it's called Cocoa Puff, yeah. Some more cereal. Pig. Oh, you had it before? Ain't it great? Yeah, Exerison is one of mine. Yeah, he understands me. In 1949, the statue underwent extensive renovations. The official blueprint behind the changes, titled blah blah blah, was classified for 36 years. 36 years. Provide entrance for sustenance, install engine to assist with eventual departure. Oh, Miss America. Engine? I suppose that is fictional. Or I don't know. Is the Statue of Liberty mechanical? Entrance? Oh. It's an imitation for the cornflakes! I guess. What's up? What's going on? Hey, Marsh97 is in chat. Hello, Marsh. We are watching a new, it's new in the channel. Yeah, a new analog horror series called The Monument Mythos. Have you heard about it? Now we're scared of cornflakes, man. Cocoa Puff? Cocoa Puff. It's not Cocoa Puff? Yeah, yeah, I suppose. During the summer of 1954, thousands of immigrants describe a foul odor while passing through Ellis Island. Ellis Island. Eleanor Bramante.
Era orribile. L'intero posto puzzava di carne, come un mattatoio. C'erano anche uccelli morti ovunque, e mia sorella ne trovò persino uno nel gabinetto. Se già la costa è così, diceva mio padre, immaginate quanto puzzeranno le città. Ricordo di aver sentito altre famiglie dire quasi scherzosamente
Mamma mia.
che volessero tornare a Milano per via dell'odore. La mia famiglia aveva spruzzato profumo e acceso candele per tenere lontano il fetore, ma funzionava solo per un'ora o giù di lì, finché l'aria diventava di nuovo insopportabile. Le serate erano così calde. Rimasi per lo più sveglia, anche se il resto della mia famiglia dormiva profondamente. Ricordo che guardavo fuori dalla finestra ogni notte e vedevo figli di persone che venivano condotte alla Statua della Libertà dai funzionari. Se solo fossero saliti sul piedistallo, i funzionari se ne sarebbero andati e non sarebbe successo nient'altro. La mattina seguente però ci sarebbe stato un odore peggiore, come un mattatoio.
Suspicious. I can already imagine what's happening there. No, yeah. Forget my question. Now they made the Statue of Liberty a slaughterhouse. America. The Ellis Island immigration. Oh, immigrations. Of course, with yeah, very accurate. Yeah, very cultural accurate. Close the following November. Where are all the immigrants? Where are they? Oh my god, that's terrible. August of 1985, first signing of the Liberty Lurker. Liberty Lurker. Oh. Wow, what was that? Upon investigation, local authorities likened the waste... No, likened the waste storage compartment to a mass grave. If you have family members who were last seen at Ellis Island between the years of those, you may be entitled to compensation. Oh my god. I mean, it's barely related to this, but this just made me remember something that actually happened here in Mexico. I don't know, there was like a... Oh, that's cute. Wait, let me change them. To gaming. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. There was like this news. There were this news that says, hey, if you were born in this hospital from this year to this year, Maybe you want to do DNA test because maybe you were delivered to the wrong family. Oh my god, that's terrible. Imagine just no, for real. I mean, it's funny, but it's scary to think about it. So, yeah. What? How did that happen? Imagine just nurses be juggling with the newborns. Oh my god. So, Liberty Lurker. As for now, I mean, coming back to the monument Mythos, I will imagine that, I suppose, maybe I'm wrong, that the Statue of Liberty in this universe was a killing machine, or at least like a portal to these cornflake monsters. So they took the immigrants to get rid of them. And that's why it smelled pretty bad, because yay! Yeah, it was a graveyard there. But, yeah, leaving the bodies to rot, I suppose. The end. Drinking eggnog right now. Gosh, you lucky. I am so envious right now. I am buzzing. Honestly, that will be me. God, they don't sell eggnog here. Just the alcoholic one. I don't complain, but I also want the non-alcoholic one. You know what? I'm gonna make an order in Amazon. Yeah, later or something. Yeah, I'm gonna ask for a fucking pack of eggnog. You know, the green milk boxes. It's not green milk, but it's like a green box that I got to see back with Unus Annus back in 2020. Oh my god. So delicious. I will ignore you. August of 2003. The National Park Service finds the Mount Rushmore National Memorial vandalized. Boo-hoo, what is MAGA gonna do about it? Cry? The US government can't fund mass murder if it's labeled as a national monument. Everyday executions occur in 2,1600 American landmarks. The blood of liberty will be avenged. Not to be political, but I always found funny how USA sell themselves as the country of freedom. You guys are evil. The souls of Lincoln will be freed. Wish you were me, huh? For real, mate. Expired eggnog stream, let's go! No, I will not go that way. Imagine me having to interrupt the stream for like an explosive diarrhea emergency. Nuh-uh. What does eggnog even taste like? Drinking eggs sound awful to me. Well, I have the experience drinking alcohol eggnog. If I eliminate the alcohol bit, it just tastes like very, very thick milk with a sweet flavor. It does not taste like egg at all. Honestly. And I don't know, it's a great taste. Yeah, it feels like the closest thing that I can think of, it's like drinking a melted vanilla shake. Yeah, kind of like that. Kind of. I guess. August 14, 2003. More messages are found in where? On Mount Rushmore. We're talking about an infection here? Oh god, I am so scared of infection analog horrors. That's why I love them. I will introduce infection next week. On Sunday, blah blah blah. Watch the symptoms. Oh my god, I love those ones. August 18, 2003. Due to security concerns, the National Park Service assigns patrols for the next 7 nights. Patrol. The patrols are told to videotape all anomalies from just 1 minute? From 10:12 to 10:13 p.m. Wow. Monday. What is that? Oh, it's a rock. I think that's a rock. Oh yeah, that's the statue. Yeah, those are your heroes, your American. What was that? Do you see that? An asteroid. The aliens are coming. The cornflakes are coming. Tuesday. Oh, I see something peeking out. Yeah, like a little flicker. What is that? Wednesday. I don't see shit. I didn't see shit. What happened there? Just ominous sounds happening. Is that it? Okay, yeah, maybe that's it. Yeah, Thursday. That kind of sounds like a muffled conversation. I wouldn't be sure. I want to paint those faces. I understand that feeling. What will you paint them as? I will immediately paint them as clowns. That fits them better. Oh! Or as pigs. Ah! Enough with the political jokes, Alice. Bro. Dicks. Oh yeah, that's more simple. Saturdays. Remove lens cap. Of course, motherfucker forgot to remove the lens cap in the most important recording. You son of a... You stupid bitch! Wait, what? Where are all those lines? All those spikes on the top of their heads? Kind of like the cornflake map. Mount Rushmore smells just like baby powder nowadays. I think it comes from the stuff that the workers put on the heads. Yeah, I see them do it all the time. They go from Washington to Lincoln every night, powdering it like a baby. Is that a thing? Why will they do that? Why? What's the... What? What's the use for that? What's the use for that? Hannah McElroy, local photographer. Rushmore revenge. Where was the revenge? What do you mean? So I suppose that for some reason these cornflakes have a thing for manifesting in national monuments. At least in USA. Why? I don't know. So this new video is called Alcatraz Attack. Alcatraz. Your mom. Alcatraz Attack. Alcatraz Attack. Alcatraz Attack. Yeah, I said it. Okay now. I don't care enough about Mount Rush to understand it. Does anybody even care about that monument? anymore? Except from MAGA people. There you go. Yee, I did it. Alcatraz Island. 2 days before what? Terrifying. Oh. I did read that, but I was like, terrifying. Yeah, that was terrifying. Map of Pacific Range, United States Military Prison, Alcatraz Island, California. Oh, the Squid Game. What is wrong with me? I read fornications. Fortifications. Oh, Alcatraz. Isn't there like a popular dubstep song like back from the 2010s that when like it's an albatross. Yeah, I'm an albatross. Similar. Reservoirs. Water tower. Morgue. Prison. Oh, it's a prison. Stockade Yard. Detector shed. Main prison. Ruins? I don't know, you tell me. Tennis courts. Now that's a great prison. I'm concerned about this type of drawings. Wait. This thingy. This type of thingies that looks like a pickle to me. It reminds me a lot of like the drawing of microscopic cell. Like, oh, this is how a cell looks like in a microscopic lens. So is that it? Are cornflakes microscopic? Alcatraz Island, 1 day before Terrifying. Oh, Alcatraz is. Oh, cornflakes. It's a prison of cornflakes. Fecundation. I mean, what? No. Oh, what are you doing? They did an exchange of cells. Did it? It's a mitochondria. Yeah, exactly that. She's so smart. You got it correct. That's exactly what it is. I sense sarcasm. Are you being sarcastic? Or do you mean it? Radiation therapy number 1? There's therapy for that? How's that? Cornfolk are cornfucking. Yeah, to make corn fucking babies. I'm serious, that's exactly what Alcatraz is. Really? Okay. Amazing. Hey, I'm getting the story in a way. Look, the cell is evoluting. Wait, it's from this year? Wait, oh my god, wait, what? Oh, I get it, oh shit, I get it. One day after therapy. Another island. You should totally check Mystery Flesh Pit National Park, by the way. Not so much analog horror, but still a cool concept. Alright, I'll have it noted down as a suggestion. Thank you. As of 2020, the Alcatraz zone extends to West Texas. Oh. Alcatraz is alive and a hungry boy. Wait, Alcatraz is a thing. Alcatraz. Okay, I still don't fully connect this cell thingy. But I will eventually. Hopefully, that is said. So apparently, as long as I understood, this prison was a prison for this entity, I don't know how to call it, the Alcatraz thingy, where they will have cornflakes fucking to make cells. And that, kinda threatens the whole country to disappear from the map. Yeah. Right? So this video is called The Democracy. No, it's just a prison. In real life, a prison. Right. It's amazing how I'm finally letting go my burps. But they immediately sound so fucking shy when... Ooh, you'll hear me. I burp like a trucker man. Like a trucker middle-aged man. But you're almost there. Heck yeah. Then Democracy. I look back at the America's 37th president.
During a program of ABC...
How many presidents have you had so far? 37.
Evening News, anchor Peter Jennings told viewers to look forward to next week for a special broadcast of national significance. Jennings would continue to remind viewers of the special broadcast over the next 7 nights, even referring to it at one point as the most unprecedented announcement in recent history.
Guys, that just made me remember something. U.S. government, or at least U.S. military, I don't know who to name, but U.S. already confirmed the existence of UFOs. Why is nobody talking about it? Why did everybody decide to go on with their life, not question about it? How is religion is still a thing? Like, why is religion not changing or dying? Why is nobody panicking over it? I mean, I don't want that to happen, but why nobody said anything? Why nobody reacted? Think about it.
After its first mention, Jennings reminded viewers of the special broadcast one last time, asking them to pay attention later that night for an exclusive look at the greatest gift to the American people. Due to the anticipation built over the week, over 60 million Americans tuned into ABC, waiting for the evening news to end and for the special broadcast to begin. There were countless theories as to what would occur, from the announcement of alien life to the declaration of an all-out nuclear war. Speculation was brewing intensely. Once the evening news program ended, a black screen with a 10-second countdown commenced with the title Dean Democracy. Some viewers, so terrified of the threat of nuclear war, reportedly experienced nervous breakdowns and ran down the street, declaring that Dean Democracy was the code name for an all-out nuclear holocaust. Yet once the countdown ended, all fears were soon replaced with tears of joy and an excitement not seen since the end of World War II.
What are we waiting for? Let's bring them back home.
Maybe people is waiting for something like in the movies, you know? How big a band leaves no doubt. Yeah, maybe. I guess people is like, I don't believe it until I see it, which I don't blame them. Dean for president!
In the seconds following James Dean's presidential announcement, hundreds of thousands of neighborhoods erupted into celebration. Although other candidates had promised to end the Vietnam War, none had so accurately expressed the same anger that they had felt, which Dean had perfectly conveyed in a 15-second broadcast. Due to popular demand, the ABC Evening News was canceled the next night, replaced by a 30-minute loop of James Dean's presidential announcement. The broadcast was watched again by over 38 million Americans, and the parties continued for the rest of the week.
discussed? What was announced? Okay, yes, I understand this thing of, oh, there's something great happening in our country and we're not letting you know what it is. I understand that people will freak out and will expect the fucking worst. But then they like, oh yeah, but then they announced the best thing. It was like, and I'm like, which thing? What do you mean? UFO just means stuff that flies that we don't know that it is. So it can be space trash or spy planes. I know it means just that, but I don't know. I think nobody care about it, and I am intrigued by that.
Due to repeated assassination attempts on Robert Kennedy, the Democratic Party...
Repeated? Wait. It's just... Okay, I know this is obviously fictional, but I don't know how much it is inspiring true events. Was Kennedy attempt to be murdered more than once? Is it the same Kennedy, by the way? I don't know much about U.S. history. It's not really alien life, just inexplicable aerial phenomena. Right. No, yeah, I know that, but still, nobody said anything.
Presidential debates were cancelled for the 1968 election season. However, this proved to be no issue for Dean, as polls indicated that he was in the lead for the entirety of 1967 and 1968, despite having had fewer public appearances and rallies than any other candidate. The strength of his campaign relied on the powerful advertisements he directed that would air every Friday evening on ABC. The series of programs would be considered by many as another weekly TV series and went on to become the highest-rated TV show on television after the conclusion of Star Trek in 1967. Although a presidential debate was
when they confirm UFOs are of extraterrestrial origins, now you run to the hills. Right. Ooh, that reminds me that I should watch Stranger Things. Just by the running up the hill.
Eventually scheduled 2 weeks before the election, James Dean instead invited opponent Richard Nixon to a track to race cars on the same night. Although reluctant at first, Nixon eventually agreed and went to spend the entire day with Dean, reportedly even telling the actor, "To hell with it, I'm voting for you. You're already a better president than I'll ever be." This statement, although only a rumor, would spread like wildfire in tabloids and permanently curbed Nixon's chance for victory.
Ha, pendejo. Yeah, kind of like that. They just said there's she on the sky. We don't know why she's in sky. That's a different one. Yeah, I know that they were brothers, the Kennedy brothers. That they like to abuse Marilyn Monroe or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I think I got my information kind of mixed up. Don't trust my information. We are logging in on the absent files. UFO files come after. Yeah, that makes total sense. Yeah. We don't care about UFOs. We care about that list. It's just 4 episodes. Why? Yeah, I'm aware of it. Yeah, bummer. But I mean, it's just part 1. Like, part 2 is gonna be released kind of like in Christmas times or New Year Eve, something like that, in it. And the very final episode, I think, is gonna be broadcasted in, I mean, I don't know if broadcasted, but exposed in movie theaters. Yeah! That sounds so fucking exciting. I need to go.
On the morning of November 1st, 1968, 4 days before Election Day, anti-Dean groups hijacked radio channels and told civilians they were fed up with James Dean and that television was ruining American youth. After the broadcast, the groups went on to cut hundreds of power lines in the southeast, effectively preventing any of Dean's presidential ads from reaching any household below Tennessee. Dean quickly heard of the incident and, despite the risk of an assassination, flew down to the south and quickly went to work with local electricians to repair the broken power lines. James Dean would be met with a supportive crowd, primarily younger voters who were eager to see a younger face back in the White House. Elderly white conservatives, often the parents of the younger supporters, remained in their houses and occasionally peered through their window blinds to catch a glimpse of the handsome candidate. Although it wasn't known to Dean at the time, Hate groups in the South had perpetuated the idea that
James Dean is Satan. Dean is Satan. Dean rebelled with sins.
He was Satan in disguise, and cited his good looks and his love for jazz as being clear signs of the devil.
Jesus. A president can't be handsome without calling him satanic. 1969. Nice. Wait, what is this?
James Dean is no man.
Oh, right.
Elderly white conservatives and
Oh, so they just pull a Demon Slayer. Yeah, practically. I mean, it is because it is finally, supposedly, it is the end of a franchise. They want to give it a good farewell.
the Southeast would be the only demographic unfazed by his campaign. Yet Dean continued to travel from state to state, repairing power lines for 4 days straight until the very morning of the election. On November 5th, 1968, James Dean received 75% of the popular vote with 395 electoral votes. Nixon congratulated Dean in a phone call the following morning, but Dean refused to acknowledge the win and instead asked to race cars again at the track.
Oh. I don't care, let's just go racing, boys.
On January 20th,
I watched one episode of Stranger Things, mainly because a teacher played it. And you enjoyed it? I do. It is a comfort show for me.
1969, James Dean held his inaugural address at the official...
And at least for me, Stranger Things is one of those series that, like, the more seasons they have, the better it goes. But I don't know if it's gonna keep like that for this last season. They have to, but yeah.
Capitol Raceway.
I fell asleep! Oh my god. Oh, come on, it's actually pretty entertaining.
Although presidents in the past had speeches that were typically around 20 minutes, Dean spoke for less than a minute.
I have a speech, and it has the flotsam that you people expect to hear. But that's not fair. No, that's not fair at all. I'm here for all of you. It's only fair that you speak for yourselves. My words shouldn't be louder than yours. So I brought many other guests to speak. They're just people like you and I. In the same time that many other presidents have spoken by themselves, America will speak. Thank you.
Well,
Dean proceeded to introduce...
the joke is that James Dean was literally just an actor, and somehow in this universe they elected him president, and out of it's the second coming of Jesus. Is it? Right. Yes, I mean, James Dean, yeah, I know that name, and I didn't recall that name, like, in my, like, presidents of the USA. I was like, was he? I don't know. Well, the importance of knowing about universal history to actually understand this kind of projects. I don't like Dustin this season. Really? Don't spoil me anything. I suppose he's not coping well with that thing that happened. I don't want to spoil either. It was a boring episode, probably. It wasn't interesting. Bummer. You should try it again sometimes because it is really funny. And it's cozy. It has a cozy feeling to it. It's not friendly, but it's cozy.
Many groups to the microphone, including civil rights activists and Native American families. Martin Luther King Jr. would also come forward to speak in his first appearance since an attempt on his life 9 months prior. President Dean would conclude the inauguration with a brief bongo performance and went on to race Richard Nixon at the track. In subsequent presidential inaugurations, those who disagreed with the elected president would instead celebrate Dean Democracy Day and protested by watching Dean's unique take on the address in place of the actual one. In a televised address, President Dean planned to inform Americans of his first 90 days in office. However, 6 seconds into the broadcast, the audio cut out and remained absent for the remainder of the speech. Although anti-Dean groups claimed responsibility and took pride in the sabotage, many civilians claimed that it benefited the president. The silent broadcast highlighted President Dean's sincere facial expressions and lively disposition, as opposed to the stern and stiff personalities of prior administrations.
Well, there are people who actually know how to read lips, even if they're mute. What did he say?
Viewers were proud to see a man in his prime at the most important position in the country. Ironically, President Dean's popularity grew after the technical difficulty, and film director Stanley Kubrick went on to call the broadcast the greatest silent film ever made.
Bruh, that's pretentious. That is so fucking pretentious, Kubrick. Well, this was an interesting episode, at least for me, as someone who barely knows something about like USA politics history. So it's interesting to know that they made an alternate universe where actual popular figures that actually existed had different roles here. I don't know. Or did this happen for real? I don't know. I'm so confused. Did this happen for real? I don't remember this in my universal history classes back in high school. Yeah, I don't remember it at all. I wanna tickle lips. This can mean many things, Giggle. I understand tickling bottom lips, but why would you like to tickle top lips? That's even like more weird, honestly. Dean was just that good. It's just a silly, funny one. Wait, I don't know if I'm confusing you, Shaya Catchell, but weren't you the fairy that said that they were pretty much into like rockabilly culture and stuff, like the 50s, 60s culture from USA? Don't worry, I know nothing as well. No, this did not happen. Oh. No, actor James Dean was never president, and he did not raise Nixon. Oh, bummer. Life is boring. Okay. Ever since video 1 of this series, we were introduced again to alternate universes, or alternate dimensions as it is, so I suppose we're in an alternate universe right now. No, you were not? Who said it then? I don't know. It would have made sense to me because you seem to know stuff about James Dean. And I connected that, but sorry for the confusion. This is just an old universe. Interesting. I just watched this some time ago and went, oh, okay, who the hell was this Dean dude? So I was pretty much like you, lol. Oh, I see. Awesome, okay, I understand. Alright, next video is called Air Force One Angel, the Monument Mythos. Isn't there actually a popular analog horror about like a robot angel that served like a weapon in war or something? Like boots on the hill, something, I don't know, something like that. Air Force One Angel. Oh, it's headed here. On August 17, 2003, Air Force One made an unannounced trip across the continental United States. Many civilians claim to have seen the aircraft drop packages on various national monuments. Sus. The AI generated thing? Is it? Is it AI? Ah, fuck that. I thought it was a real thing. Oh man, what is it? Oh man. No, I got investigated. Maybe it's not. Or maybe it's another one. gonna strike me with copyright with this one. Maybe. The Statue of Liberty. Oh, just kidding. Yeah, that's in San Francisco, isn't it? They're erasing the map. Scared of planes. For real? Honestly, I've never been into a plane before. Probably gonna be in a plane next year, actually. I'm gonna have a family trip. And it's gonna be my first time in a plane, and I am nervous about it. But statistically speaking, they said that actually planes are the safest transport in the world for now. Like, we guys have like a bigger risk of an accident in a car than in a plane. Oh, cool. I don't trust them, nor do I like heights. Oh yes, we do have that in common. I am mainly nervous of planes because of that. The idea of being suspended in air kind of makes me nervous. But then I thought about the statistics saying no, plane is actually the safest. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm just scared of the sensation when we finally start flying up, you know? And flying down. The sensation. But I suppose it's kind of like going into an elevator. You feel it at the beginning, like a little funky feeling, and then you don't feel anything until it's the end of the elevator. And then you feel like a weird static feeling. I suppose it's something like that. Wait, I'm not did an episode where Pedro Infante becomes president and turns Mexico into a futuristic superpower in American streamer went chat. Does this really happen? Wow. when you make that comparison, it sounds so fucking stupid. The best thing to do is not to think about those statistics. Fuck, whatever, however you say it. No, I mean it actually makes me feel safer to think that. You know? I don't know. Oh, the takeoff is the funniest part. Just don't fly Volaris. Why? Well, ain't Volaris like the fucking monopoly of flying airports in Mexico here? There's more bus accidents than plane ones. Yeah, exactly. Volaris planes suck hard. Why? Is it because like they actually feel like shit? They're not too secure? What is it? Scared of elevators as well. I'd rather be on an escalator. Escalators are the electronic stairs? I'm afraid of them. I'm not afraid of elevators. I am afraid of those electronic stairs. Yes, they are. I don't like escalators. They make me feel like, yeah, I'm gonna fall down. Yeah. I'm gonna trip and die. Tragically. What am I looking at, by the way? What is that? White House officials later disclosed that the initial flight of the Air Force One was unauthorized and unmanned. The lone figure seen inside a plane, dubbed the Air Force One Angel, has yet to be identified by federal authorities. Wait, what? Guys, if this whole analog horror is mixing American story, they gotta talk about the towers at some point. Unless it didn't happen in this alt universe, maybe. The plane I took to California was literally a bus with wings. Oh my god, really? That's terrible. I used to think that I will get stuck on an escalator and die crashed by it. Yeah, maybe you watch pretty much a lot of Final Destiny. It just feels very cheap. I understand. Well, I don't know. Where are we gonna buy our plane tickets? I'll let you know, I guess. But hopefully it's not that then. Final Destination movie where the lady's shoelace got caught in the escalator. Exactly! Exactly. Monuments? American monuments, yeah. And I said at the very beginning that the first monument that they showed kind of looked like an Azteca, like a Mexican statue, you know, but it's all been about USA. Next one. Lincoln Looker. That's the next one. So, okay, just to be on the same page. Apparently, I mean, maybe you guys were lied or something. Maybe we were all lied, but they told me that Lincoln was the one who freed the black people from slavery. Was it? Or was he not? Maya Arnoldson.
I was a Lincoln Looker for 2 weeks. It was terrifying. One moment you're at home answering the door, and the next you're stuck in some kind of suit. The smell was awful in there, and the metal seat was so cold. The only thing you can do is look through 2 little holes. It was some kind of mask, and whenever the sun shined near, I could see the inside of it. It was a familiar face. Every few nights, straws would be put through the holes, and someone would feed me some weird soup. After 2 weeks, they found out that they had misidentified me, and I wasn't the correct Lincoln Looker. Reagan apologized to me personally, and I was released with some monetary compensation.
Why is a Lincoln Looker?
They don't care if I talk about it or not. No one would take me seriously. Lincoln looking is just too absurd.
Oh, Lincoln! Mask, drawn by Maya Arnoldson. Oh, literally Mask of Lincoln? That is not a cold for real. That is not a cold, of course. Linga, 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 Swinga, linga, linga, ling. My tinga, linga, ling. Yes, I think. I don't know. Bro got doomed. Yeah, I'm also aware of that. Leonard W. Morlin.
There's someone that we dislike more than everyone else. Not usually famous or important, but they've done something that's affected us personally. Often you're the only person who remembers this act. It may not have been that bad, but memory hurts. Everyone experiences this, and the president is no exception. Except he can do something about it. Every president can choose one person to be a Lincoln Looker. After the alibi is fabricated, the person is abducted from their home, and they stay a Lincoln Looker for as long as the president sits in office. Nobody can question his decision, and there's no trial. You might be surprised, but it's nothing new. It's been a tradition.
A general politic question? Can a president of any country, can any president get arrested? Can they get judged at a trial? Like, what if they actually commit a felony that will imply like a regular civil to be arrested or judged? Can a president get that same consequence, or are they free from that? Yes, they can? Is there any example of that? I'm not aware of it, honestly. God, this is actually pretty interesting. I am not spooked by this analog horror, but it does form a lot of curiosity in me. It makes me very curious about this stuff. I don't know. There's this thing called International Justice Court. Oh. Question that I never asked myself before until this stream. But, okay, let's say a president gets arrested. Who takes charge in their absence? Or do they keep taking care of the country in a fucking prison? Or what happens? Do they have like a secondary president? Like, oh, you're the replacement, the temporary replacement? Vice president takes over, of course. Yeah, that makes sense. Now, what if the president and vice president get arrested at the same time? Who takes charge of the country? I guess they select someone like temporarily, yeah.
Lincoln Lookers have been around for a very long time.
Due to rumors that Lincoln Lookers were imprisoned behind presidential portraits, White House officials publicly removed and reinstalled the portraits to demonstrate that no space existed to hold Lincoln Lookers. Huh. Portrait 1. Wall behind Portrait 1. They look exactly the same to me. Oh, I see a tiny uncanny difference. Howard Melrose.
We're not available now.
Someone else, I forgot. Huh. Vice President in Mexico case, Secretario de Gobierno, then a special election. Wow. Did you guys really know about this stuff, or did you just Google it for me? Either way, I thank you for it.
Please leave your name and phone number after the beep, and we'll return your call.
Hey, Eunice. It's Howard. I don't know what I just saw. I was at the top of the steps, reading the inscriptions and talking to visitors, when I started to hear a faint scratching sound. I didn't think much of it at first, but when I got close to the chair, I realized that the scratching was coming from inside the marble. So I went to a guard and asked whether she could do anything about animals that could be trapped in there. She told me not to worry about it, and that they'd take care of it once there were fewer visitors. A few minutes passed, and the scratching became much louder. I went back to the guard and asked what kind of animals usually got stuck in there, and she said, wild animals. The sound started to make visitors anxious. I remember one boy pulling so hard at his mother's hand, begging to leave. A blind girl with one of those canes went up to the chair and pressed her head against it to listen. Then she started crying. Her parents tried to pull her away, but she just began to hit the chair with her cane. That's when the guards asked everyone to go back down the steps. I don't know why, and it's gonna sound crazy, but I felt compelled to help. So I went to the blind girl and joined her in hitting the marble. The guards tried to pin us down, but the scratching became too loud for even them. It sounded like someone was shaving down a chalkboard. Eventually the marble began to crack, and a few more hits caused the crevice to expand all the way to the top of the chair. There was a sudden burst of air from the damage, and the head suddenly turned toward us. I was afraid it would fall, so I picked the girl up and went down a few steps. The head slowly rotated back into place, and when it started to be pushed upwards, I took out my camera. It was no wild animal.
It was a cornflake! Ah! Recorded the following images. Show us! What? What? What was that? What was that? Are Lincoln Lookers like an actual term, or they just invented here? I imagine like they're part of like collective paranoia, or one of those one of those, how do you call them, conspiracies? Like maybe people, I don't know, I'm just confused. People pretending to be Lincoln? What the fuck? Why would you do that? Head move? Yeah, I noticed that, but something came out of the head, like a tentacle. See, that little red thingy. See. What is that thing? A tentacle is coming out of his neck. I'm gonna get turned on by that. I mean, oh, that is scary. Oh no. It's the looker. The looker, right. So they basically have spies And in this universe, they have spies with basically 4 spies, because they told that they were abducted from their homes and they couldn't leave until president leave their offices or something. So they're supposed to spy what? Civils? People? Why? What for? I'm confused! I'm so confused! I can cosplay my arm as a tentacle if you want. No, that's dangerous. No, thank you. So this next video is called Washington on my hole. I mean, Washington wormhole. The special tree.
The forest fell swiftly as the lumberjack swung, except for the special tree, which could not be stung. She missed her friends and the hymns they sung, so she started a tune that broke the man's lung.
Watching the monument, that's the job. Right. They had spies to watch over the monuments because that's basically the cornflakes nest. Isn't it right? They keep saying that they smell pretty bad. So it must be freaking rotting in there with all the corpses they abducted or something. Timeline of events. Thank you. That will be very helpful. 1840? First photograph of the special tree is taken. I thought it was another tentacle. Okay. They made a tower. Construction. Yeah, the construction begins. They made a tower around this special tree. What's special about it? It's dead. 61 to 65. Construction halts due to the American Civil War. Prisoners of war are seen being led into the unfinished tower. Oh no! They always take out of the trash, right? With these statues. 1888. Construction is completed. Yeah, man. Immigrants, war prisoners, yeah. Give them to the cornflakes. Visit the Washington Monument and listen closely. Wait, that is an actual monument? I think it's the first time that I see this. Hey, the red and blue rabbit is in here. Hi, give me a brief summarization of what happened. We are watching an analog horror called the Monument Mythos. No, the Mythos Monument? The Monument Mythos, yeah. Which, as for now, it's about interdimensional monsters that apparently kill people and they hide inside American monuments because because monuments are built in a way that they actually attract these cornflakes. That's how we call them. And they get rid of quote unquote undesirable people, like, oh, maybe they got rid of slaves. Yeah, like immigrants and war prisoners. That's what I understand so far. And American events happen differently in this alternate universe. So yeah, don't expect it to be like fully accurate. It's on purpose. Yeah, it is a real monument. Funny. The Washington Monument becomes a major tourist attraction. And is it true about that it's built around a tree, or that's just bullshit? I mean, fiction in here. Hear the music within its walls. What music? Well, just because. 1910, 1971. That's a big breach. No, just part of this thingy, right? From 1910 to 1971, 20 individuals disappear while visiting the Washington Monument. The missing visitors are known as Washington absentees. Honestly, This is interesting. And that reminds me of something that I do with my story in the Mercury Labyrinth. At least in my story, because of the Day 80 event happening, it's like all historical events that happen in the world are real and they still happen in a way, but they are influenced by the Day 80 thingy. As in, to say an example, maybe the 9/11 happened because something related to the Day 80, you know what I mean? So they kind of do something like this in this project, and that's something I admire. It's very interesting because you learn a thing or two while working in the story. Washington is standard operation. A classified film titled That is leaked by new agencies. Classified film? Oh, what is it about? That's a person! Monument entrance door. No, that's not a person, not a cornflake. That's a Q-tip. That's a Q-tip. A Q-tip is entering the Washington Monument. Hoisting cable. Sound waves? They are ping-ponging. So the sound waves make the Q-tip fall down because... I mean, obviously, we're talking about a person here. So that's just a torture mechanism? A murder based in sound? Is that it? I think there are easier ways to kill someone, but okay. I suppose. I mean, I'm not saying this because I know so, but... yeah. That looks so fake, I'm so sorry. The infection is... nigh? The music of Washington will end. Oh yes, we were talking about an infection. What happened to it? I want to know what happened. The infection is nigh. The music of Washington will end. What does nigh mean? 2003. I was just 2 years old when this happened. I was just a toddler. Nigh means near. Huh. I am learning so much from this project. Oh my god. Thank you. Something's leaking out. Oh, another tentacle. Ooh, I got goosebumps. Excuse me? All 19 Washington absentees are found unconscious at the base of the monument. All of them in the same moment. They all come from different generations. It means near. I like to call this thing the white dick. I guess you're hungry. Washington wormhole. So, yeah, of course, they get abducted by this monument. For whatever is happening inside the monuments in this universe. But all 19 missing people that come from like 1930s, no, 1913 to 1970 something. God. Were they the same age as they disappeared? Or did they age? The three activities. The three activities are... It equals... You're getting sent to another dimension, Genki. Right. I am so confused, but I know where they're trying to go. Yeah. Okay. Why monuments though? I suppose that monuments because people can be like very loyal to a country, especially USA. And they be like so blindly devoted to monuments. They be like, there's just a monument. There's nothing underneath that. Is it? Now maybe I'm just overthinking this, but why monuments? Delaware River. What? The river? What? Journal. Delaware River, USA.
An accidental discovery made by two fishermen has sent shockwaves across the nation. Around 4 p.m. on Christmas Eve, Ralph Grassamer and Michael Tillen were reeling in the last batch of catfish when something on this eve.
Michael Tillen was the guy from the beginning, the one who actually discovered this thingy. What wasn't it? Yeah.
Grassamer and Michael Tillen were reeling in the last batch of catfish when something on the ice caught their eye. It looked like a bicorn, one of those hats from way back when, said Grassamer, and the others of the two who had also organized the trip. Grassamer walked down the ice to retrieve the hat. When he pulled back the hat from the ice, tumbled back in shock at the sight of a human scalp, partially exposed in the ice.
Ew.
Tillen walked over and after a brief discussion with Grassamer, agreed to remove the rest of the body from the ice. The effort took several hours, but by 10 p.m. the fishermen were able to pull the entire body from the ice with no further damage. Although both men had presumed that the individual was already dead for some time, Tim exclaimed in shock when he reportedly saw the individual's eyelid twitch. Grassman suggested to immediately take the body home in an attempt to revive the frozen man. They proceeded to carry it back to Grassman's apartment. They laid the body in a full bathtub, gradually raising the water's temperature throughout the night to prevent shock. Grassman claims to have learned this technique from a pulp magazine he had read as a child. At 2 a.m. the following morning, Tillen claimed that an individual briefly regained consciousness and shouted, "Victory or death," while Grassman rested in the living room. By 7 a.m., the frozen individual appeared to have relapsed into a deep coma, which prompted Grassman to phone the local authorities. And that's why he hadn't called medical personnel earlier. Grassman told reporters that he didn't want to risk the lives of the first responders, who had been driving on slippery roads in the dark. Shortly after being phoned, paramedics arrived and rushed the frozen man to the Delaware State Hospital. Throughout the experience, both fishermen thought that the individual's face seemed vaguely familiar. It was only when Tillen pulled out a dollar bill that the connection was fully made. When we first dug him out, we moved his clothes so that we could carry him more easily. The clothes weighed a ton because they were completely frozen over. By then, if we saw the clothes without ice, then we could have no doubt that we dug out George Washington.
What?
Although Delaware State Hospital has declined to comment on the identity and the condition of the man, Grassman brought the bicorn hat from the previous day to the Delaware History Museum, where historians confirm to be an authentic piece from the 18th century. The validation raised more questions than answers, as further research revealed that no Washington reenactors or artifacts have been reported missing. Grassman believes that the man he dug out from the ice is the true George Washington, and that the former president had become gravely ill while crossing the Delaware River. Grassman claims that the imminent death of Washington could have been devastating to the war effort, so his condition was likely kept secret by having a double acting as the president until 1797. And asked for an explanation to why the body had been found so far from the site of the battle, Grassman replied, "He either drifted away or his men purposely planted it far away so that no one could find it." During Saturday's morning press conference, President Dean shared his thoughts on the discovery in 2 words: "I'm surprised."
A lot of reasons in here. Tourist means food for the things. Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. The Delaware Double aired on 77. Sorry, 76. Yeah. Interesting. What is going on? What do you mean they found George Washington? Imagine me finding, I don't know, Miguel Hidalgo or something. God! Oh my god! Think of it as you get sent into a stasis in a different dimension before being spit back to real time. George got that treatment. Right, yeah, that makes sense. Then, yes, when you go back, when you get back into your original dimension, you're the same. You don't age. Like, regardless of time pass, you're still the same. That would explain all the missing people from a big breach of time. Interesting. Yeah, it's mysterious. It's not scary, but it's like, interesting. So this one is called Rockefeller Tree Tragedy. A recollection of the tragedy by John D. Rockefeller. Virginia in Wonderland by Virginia. Hey! Imagine a Díaz Ordaz estáticamente alive. Oh my god. Oh my god.
During the first winter of the center's construction, the workers set up a Christmas
You couldn't
tree
have a more
just
boring
outside the
way
entrance.
of reading.
It was an uncanny sight to see a green fir stand in the middle of what appeared to be a no man's land. But this tree, humbly ordained with strings of cranberries, buttons, and tin cans, greatly affected me. It demonstrated that even in the darkest of times, the American people will light the beacons of hope. I thought it could be the start of a great and inspiring tradition, so I traveled north to Babylon in search of a
By the
Christmas tree
rivers
for
of
the following year.
Babylon, when we sat down. My town has a Tintin statue. I would not like to live in that reality. Yeah, me neither. My city actually has a lot of monuments as well. Very touristic, and I'm like, hee hee hee. Virginia in Wonderland by Virginia. Once upon a time.
For 12 days and 12 nights, Mr. Rockefeller looked for the best tree in the forest. How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? No, it's much too short. How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? No, it's much too tall. How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? No, it's much too average.
Bitch.
Mr. Rockefeller soon feared that he would leave empty-handed. Then, on the 12th night, just as he was packing up his stuff, Mr. Rockefeller heard the sweetest tune in the air. It sounded as though the very wind itself had fallen in love. He and his men followed the song and found themselves at the base of a very, very special tree. How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? It's perfect. For the rest of the night, the men swung their axes at the special tree. Chop, chop, chop. However, when the sun rose, the tree was still standing. Their axes had left no marks at all. Mr. Rockefeller was surprised. The next day, Mr. Rockefeller and his men laid 100 sticks of dynamite around the tree. 3, 2, 1, boom! Yet, the special tree continued to stand. Mr. Rockefeller was surprised. So Mr. Rockefeller decided to hire the best team of grave diggers to take the tree out of the ground. After a week of digging, they told Mr. Rockefeller the tree will be out in 3 years at this rate.
Oh my god.
Mr. Rockefeller was surprised, but he decided to let the grave diggers work. He would pick the next.
But they were already like, but Christmas is over already. What's the point?
3 best trees.
The tree things are my favorite part of this series. It is interesting so far. I still don't understand why is this tree so special. This is a story all about how what?
The next 3 Christmases. But by the 4th year, the special tree was ready to display.
And it fucking sucks. The Rockefeller family, richest family, for real.
Last 2 years,
Imagine wasting all this money on just a dry branch. On a dry, stubborn branch.
has seldom mentioned the tragedy that occurred at the center. Many have taken offense at my silence, claiming it to be the result of a desensitization to workplace accidents. Indeed, I have seen enough accidents in 3 lifetimes, but nothing could have prepared me for what happened.
This face looks uncanny to me.
At the center. For some time now.
No, for real, this face makes me uncomfortable. Don't look at me, man.
Have blamed the center's original construction workers for the tragedy, since it was their very own Christmas tree that had started the whole tradition. But the truth is that their tree brought joy and wonder to the public. It was my tree, and my tree alone, that brought about the unprecedented loss.
Oh, you will see soon why the trees are special. Alright, my joke is a black joke. This is a story all about how... I don't get it. Let's dig up this interdimensional thingy. It's safe for real, for real. Oh, it was a plungy thingy. Like a plunge. Like... I don't know how to call it. Like this thingy that when you take them off, it starts to drain everything. Is it that?
On a cold December morning in Midtown Manhattan, Rockefeller's men slowly raised the special tree. Heave ho! Heave ho! Heave ho! By the afternoon, the special tree stood tall and still. It was unlike any other tree, having no color, branches, or leaves. The mayor of New York, Mr. Guardia, thought that the tree was too bare and asked for branches to be added so that ornaments could be hung. Mr. Rockefeller didn't agree. He thought the tree was perfect, just the way it was. But since Mayor Guardia had been one of his best friends, Mr. Rockefeller told his men to glue some branches on. I, Virginia, watched as the men placed branches on the special tree. I had saved my money for over 9 months to purchase a little star ornament because I wanted to be the very first person to decorate the Rockefeller Christmas tree. It laid in my pocket while I watched because I planned to hang my ornament as soon as the tree was standing. After the final branch had been added and all the men left, I quickly ran up to the tree.
Oh no, she's gonna die.
To my astonishment, the lowest branch of the tree was over twice my height. I jumped as high as I could, but still, the lowest branch was out of my reach. I was very disappointed. I wanted to be the very first person to decorate the tree, but now I had no chance. Unless I called my friends. At once, I began counting my friends on my fingers. There was Helen, Charles, Elizabeth, Alice, Joseph,
oh yeah, I'm her friend.
Elsie, Orville, Edith, Olive, and Philip. 10 friends that I could ask for help. Then I realized that 10 friends standing on each other's shoulders
literally my imagination back in the day.
Tree. My star could be the first and the tallest.
A plunger? Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Like a plunger. Let's look at a plunger. It's not that, but it's like the closest thing that I can think of right now. I just remember when I was a kid, and it was very cold. So I wrote a letter to the sun. Literally, I wrote a letter to the sun asking, "Sun, can you please bring your warmth to the earth because it's very cold in here, and I want some warmth." And I made an airplane paper with that. But instead of throwing it to the sun, I asked my dad to help me and say, "Hey, Dad, you told me that you had a friend with a helicopter. Why don't you fly on a helicopter and you send the the airplane paper letter so the sun can read it?" And my dad was like, "Yeah, of course I'll do it, yeah." But I was very stubborn and was like, "But do it now. Like, now. I want to see ya. Let me see ya." Oh my god. My dad was like, "I don't know how to do this." I mean, obviously it was never sent to the sun. eventually, like, the fantasy for that just wore off. I guess that's just how I got over it. But yeah, Virginia is reminding me of me as a kid. Such a smart young Alice. It'll totally not burn on contact. Of course. Okay, like, listen to me. I don't know. I had a very great imagination, and I thought of this, like, I watched plenty of cartoons, and in all cartoons the son had a face and sometimes he had hands, so I knew that he was gonna take the letter with his hands and he was gonna read it. Okay. I mean, I am not Alice for anything. I am very stuck in fantasy. Ever since I was a kid. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, for real. I demand to see you do it now, or else I'll send you to the sun. That's how my dad felt. That's sweet. Oh, I have more stories like that. But yeah, as for now, that's the one that I came up right now. Hamsters in spurt. Well, I've been Alice ever since I was born, so yeah, I suppose, yeah. So yeah, Virginia kind of has like the same mindset as me.
Second despair?
When I was a kid, of course. Like, I don't think like this right now. No.
I ran from door to door, asking for help. Knock, knock, knock. Helen, are you there? Knock, knock, knock. Charles, are you there? Knock, knock, knock. Elizabeth, are you there? Eventually, I gathered all 10 of my friends at the bottom of the Rockefeller Christmas tree. I told them my plan, to have them all stand on each other and form a ladder for me to climb to the top. My friends understood my excitement, and they quickly started to climb onto each other's shoulders. Ow! Helen had stepped on Charles' fingers. Ow! Charles had stepped on Elizabeth's fingers. Ow! Elizabeth had stepped on Alice's fingers.
Yeah, fuck Elizabeth.
After many groans and tumbles, my friends formed a sturdy ladder, and I began to climb. My joy grew with every passing face. Before I knew it, I was at the very top, looking down at the
I fear the conclusion of the story.
My ladder
No!
swayed back and forth, and occasionally felt like it was about to collapse. But I tuned out the movement and focused on the tree. Closer, friends, closer. Then I secured the metal star at the top of the tree. It was perfect. Hooray! Victory! I'm the first! Just then, there was a strange sound. The tree began to shake. Its glued branches fell off all at once, and the entire tree slowly fell backwards.
It became a flaccid dick. She's Mexican. It's perfectly normal for her to pray to the sun. Oh my god, you're so right about it. She's just old-fashioned like that. I never thought about it that way. That is brilliant. When I was a kid, of course, spoilers, she did that when she was 22. Of course not. I did it when I was 22 weeks old. Yeah, I could talk and idea stuff like this at 22 weeks old. I was so confident. Get sent to another dimension, Genki.
Soon, the very top of it touched the ground, forming a perfect arc. It was like a very strange rainbow. My heart sank as I saw my star gently slide to the ground from the tree's top. Bolts of lightning then shot out from inside the arc of the tree, producing thunderous booms.
The portal!
The lightning scared my friends and me. We all tumbled to the ground and ran in all directions, but the lightning caught up to us. I was blinded by a great white light. I remember when my eyes adjusted, I was in a field of special trees, and I saw...
No, you saw what?
And
I saw so many people. One man ran up to me and whispered, "The trees are not trees."
In a flash, I returned to the street where my friends and I had been struck by the lightning. We were all on the ground, being attended to by other people. I had scratched my legs badly, and I could see that my friends were also hurt. I looked up at the Rockefeller buildings, and I thought that they looked a little different. The whole street looked a little different, and the special tree was nowhere in sight.
Maybe she was never back to her original dimension. Yeah! I was excited about it.
For the reader at this point to wonder why the incident has been referred to as a tragedy. There had been no loss of life, and, aside from a few temporary scorch marks on the center, no damage to the surrounding property. I, too, assumed it was a mostly inconsequential event, likely an electrical accident whose effects were exaggerated by the children at the scene. I was grateful that every life involved had been spared. A death at the center would have weighed heavily on my mind for some time. But when I encountered the results of the children's medical examinations, I wished that a death had occurred in place of the unfathomable.
What? Why? What's happening? Your gift for figuring it out. A Berber. Thank you. Now it's gone. Oh. He sounds like he's going to read us a bedtime story, and it also bursts into song. No, he sounds to me like he's so fucking bored of his life, so he reads like a fucking boring old man. But are all kids different now? Because he suggested, like, after their medical examination, I wish they were dead, honestly. Like, what are you finding there, gangy? Let's see what Virginia has to say about it.
My mom and pa visited me at the hospital, but they looked completely different. Ma looked worried. After she wiped her tears, she asked, "Did you hang your bear at the Rockefeller tree?"
Bear?
I answered, "It wasn't a bear. I was going to hang a star." To which they asked, "What do you mean?" Pa asked, "Where did you get these clothes?" I answered, "These are my clothes, the ones you helped me put on this morning." To which they asked, "What do you mean?" My ma then asked, "Why are there dots all over your face?" I answered, "Those are my freckles. I've had them since I was little."
Scary.
They asked, "What do you mean?" My parents quietly left my bed and talked to my friends' parents. Then they all started to cry and yell. The nurses made them leave, which made me feel better. None of us thought that our real parents had visited, but they all did feel familiar. Orville and Philip were especially shaken. They didn't even share the same last name with their parents. The nurses tried to convince us that those who had visited us were our parents, and that we would come around to properly greet them after we healed. But it was hard to believe. Whenever I looked out the window, I saw that Manhattan looked different from memory.
Honestly, Virginia is actually lucky to be transported into another dimension with her friends. It would have been way more scarier, like existential dread-ish, if she was the only one different in that dimension, dude. Oh my god. Hey, Tiago is back. Hola, Gordy, ¿cómo estás? Che, corazón, ya la tererele ¿qué? Bye, che, Paco, ¿qué? What Spanish is that, Tiago? Tiago, you need to know something. I am about to add Spanish streams in my schedule next week. Or I don't know next week, but soon. Yeah, soon. So yes, please stay tuned for any actual 100% Spanish streams in my channel. Yeah, I announced that in Discord, by the way. Okay, guys, this is fun and all, but I gotta go. Hope you all have a great night. Nice to see you. Yeah. Oh, I'm finally free. Thank you, Marge, for being here. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be... I'm just gonna finish this video and gonna call it a night. Thank you so much for being here. See you soon. I tweak out if I was sent to an alt dimension. Tweak out in a good way or a bad way? Am I successful in this? Am I successful in this dimension? Big dick, perhaps? A woman? But no, but you remain the same. You're just in a different dimension. Night. Bye, Shepakwe. ¿Cómo estás? Tomamos tereré. What is tereré? Tea? What Spanish is that? Yes, but I mean the other me. Oh, right. You wouldn't be a rat, you will be a mouse.
Mr. Rockefeller himself was kind enough to visit us in the hospital. He asked us whether we were okay, and then after some time, he and the nurses began to ask us some very easy questions about American history. With every reply, they would chuckle and shake their heads, until I told Mr. Rockefeller who I thought he was. He chuckled at first, and then became silent, as if the simple fact had deeply affected him. He had asked all my friends a few more questions about himself, and with each answer, he seemed a little more scared. Mr. Rockefeller quietly stood with the nurses for a while, before he wished us a Merry Christmas and left. That evening, the nurses took x-rays of us to make sure we hadn't broken our ribs. Usually, those taking the x-rays are more than happy to show their patients what the pictures looked like. But when I asked to see them, the nurses ignored me. I didn't fall asleep that night. I kept my ear close to the wall to hear what the nurses were saying next door. I heard one sentence over and over. Everything's backwards. I wonder what they meant by that. I never told my friends, because I didn't want to scare them. But I spent the rest of the night with my hand to my chest, wondering if my heart was ever on the right side.
It's literally on the left side, but... you get me. It's actually on the center, but kind of on the left. I mean, depending on where you're looking at. My heart is on my left side, so it's kind of punny, you know? It's a Paraguayan way of saying hi, according to Google. Yeah, this guy is from Paraguay. Es como el mate, pero es el conjunto de hierbas frescas medicinales. Se pueden tomar con todo y combinar con cualquier cosa, excepto la guayaba. Te tranca y no puedes cagar loca. I understand. Yeah, so it isn't a type of tea, I suppose. Yeah, a tea with properties. Loki, that's very scary. Like, all of your body being considered backwards to some other people. Like, that's Loki. Loki. Yeah, but backwards how? As in, the skull is like on the feet. No, it can't be like that. Maybe it's like inside out. Maybe the bones are inside out. I think that's what they mean. Otherwise, it wouldn't make sense, I guess. Yes, I knew that these kids were weird. I mean, according to this dimension.
For several weeks, the children were kept under observation at the Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. I visited them as soon as I had the chance to. All the families of these children were deeply unsettled, but they had all independently come to the conclusion their child had been replaced by a doppelganger. They claimed that these new sons and daughters possessed substantial differences from their real children. The majority of differences involved altered physical attributes and the inability to recognize familiar locations and characters, such as their parents and their homes. 2 boys even claimed to have names different to those that their mothers had given them at birth.
Reversed organs, opposite placements. Oh, right. I don't know. It's because since they said that they did X-rays, I immediately thought just about bones, not organs. Yeah, or organs make way more sense. Yeah. No, as in everything flipped. Yeah, I get it. Thank you. Like your left thumb is supposed to be your right thumb, and your right thumb. It's supposed to be your left thumb. That's uncanny. Jaula Tereche Corazón. Oh my god. And I thought I didn't understand Spanish slang. As in, like, Castellano, Jolenes.
But of all the discrepancies, the most bizarre was their faulty recollections of notable persons and events. For instance, each of the affected children claimed that I had become the wealthiest man in America through an oil monopoly. It is common knowledge that I did indeed work at an oil refinery in my youth, but to entirely deny my 2 terms as president and insist instead that I had always been a mere philanthropist struck me as being particularly odd. The families were agonized by the children's behavior. Some continue to search for their real children. I support their endeavors, for I do not believe that the children's afflictions were the result of hysteria.
Now I'm looking at my fingers, thanks. Yeah, I did that when I read Red and Blue Rabbit. Mate.
Every day, I find myself recollecting the day that I had selected the tree. I have since realized the difficulties involved in the removal of it should have repeatedly discouraged me. And had I been discouraged, the families of those children would not be experiencing the anguish that they currently have. Perhaps I never...
Gee, I hate his tone of reading. It's so boring. Perhaps I never had the opportunity to select another tree.
Had the opportunity to select another tree. Perhaps I was meant to select that tree regardless of my persistent character. Perhaps we are all trolleys, forced to follow the path of the track to each of our destinations. I take solace in that thought. Or perhaps the tree chose me.
Talking like a... He makes me sleepy. Talking like a first grader reading. Or like a 90 years old man. Wait, what? Many, including my father, believed that the 1934 Christmas tree vanished. This is untrue. I have seen it wandering in the plaza on many occasions, and it resembles a man far more than any tree. Rockefeller. That's just how people spoke back then, before they invented coffee and Coca-Cola. I could believe No, even Coca-Cola is very fucking old. Like coffee gotta be like extremely old, but Coca-Cola, like, yeah, also very old. When was Coca-Cola invented? Can you Google that for me? I bet that it was invented like in the 1920s. Yeah. That's my bet. GE means for great experience. Ooh. I saw another one of those. Wow, this one's been my favorite so far. That was very intriguing. Yeah, that was actually very great. What the fuck? Why is this edit like this? I know like Coca-Cola. I like tea or Cosito. Cosito. I heard about Cosito, yeah. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Coca-Cola as well, but I don't know. Sometimes I am really eager for big glass with ice. 1886, actually? 1886? Back when it was medicine. It was medicine? And then it became... and then it became the thing that makes you need medicine. Alright, let me watch how many videos we have left. This is the 12th video. Oh my god! Oh my god, that is a lot! No, guys, there is no way that we're gonna finish this tonight, obviously. La detesto, no me gusta, es asqueroso. I understand that, yes. It's like, it's not really good, but it is addictive. Like, scientifically addictive. I understand that. Well, guys, give me 1 second. I need to drink water. Wait. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna say this for another moment. And for what I see, this is gonna take us more than 2 parts of a stream. This is a very long series. So yes, next time that we watch this series, I'll try to be faster. Yeah, like unless you actually like me pausing the video to talk about it. Unless in my case, it is really entertaining for me to pause every second to talk about something. Because I learned stuff. I learned plenty of stuff tonight. So you tell me if you actually want me to rush this next stream. I mean, the next time we watch this, or if you want me to keep this steady rhythm where we can all share our knowledge and theories. I prefer it that way, but I understand if you actually want it to be like faster, you know. What? I'm going to rewatch this stream once you're done. Okay? Yeah, sure. That's what she said. Come on. Angel Hair Part 2. Well, Angel Hair Part 2 is already done. You were there, weren't you? Don't rush, take your time. I think the pauses are okay. Do whatever. Okay. Xerison always gives me the do whatever answers. Alright, okay. Okay, yeah, okay. So I do take your suggestions and we'll continue with this rhythm on the next Discord stream as it is. That's how I call them. Okay, guys, so let's go to chat so we can talk about it. Yeah. Let's go? Where's my background music? Oh, there we go. Yeah. No, I think the pauses are okay. Okay. Just make sure you read the comments as often as you can. Yeah, I do agree on that, and that's something that I need to work on. I'm sorry. I guess I get a little bit too invested in the videos. But yeah, that's not an excuse. Don't worry, guys. I know how important it is to actually read the chat. And I must enjoy this because, as I said before, there will be a moment where this chat will be just making brrrr, and I wouldn't be able to read you anymore. So I will enjoy it as long as it lasts. So yeah, guys, that was the first part of our Monument Mythos series. Interesting. It is scary in a way, but not like bluntly scary like other series that we've watched. There are no jump scares, there are no ugly faces. It's just like the existential dread of other dimensions, and the situation of these kids has been my favorite so far, by the way. Yeah, it's so scary to think about it. Walk past my air filter sounds like a choir. My air filter? What are you saying something? Echo, echo, echo. Not really, I just say I don't like Coca-Cola. Will you buy me a coffee, Ashayaka? I want a coffee so bad as well. Yeah. Or maybe a champurrado. I need another champurrado. Have you ever tasted them before, Tiago? I don't know if you have that in Paraguay. Maybe not. But it's like a very thick chocolate, hot chocolate thingy. A beverage. It's made with chocolate, species, cinnamon, and... What is the actual thing that makes it like very thick? It's kind of like flour, but it's not flour. It's something else. maicena, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Not really. No, I already read that. I like Coca-Cola. I like it sometimes. Only when my sugar levels are demanding me sugar. Oh, ¿se me invitas una chocolatada? Sure. So you don't like Fanta? I mean, in my case, I don't like sodas. I don't drink them too much. I prefer juice. But, you know, they have the same amount of sugar. And sometimes some juices are even more sugary than sodas, but that's fine. Huh? What you said? What thing? Champurrado? The champurrado, it's a Mexican chocolate beverage. No, I don't like Fanta. I don't like gaseosas in general. That's good. They're actually very sugary. So yes, guys. Yeah. We shall continue with Monument Mythos for the next sessions, but let's talk about it in a few minutes. Let's actually go to announcements. Yeah, let's go to announcement, guys, first. Announcements. Okay, guys, welcome to announcement. By the way, this is the last day where I'm gonna have the Day of the Dead overlay. Next week, we're gonna be back to my very own default overlay to celebrate my anniversary week. Remember, my anniversary is in December 4th. Oh my god, how fast it is. Oh my god. Alright. So first of all, guys, I have a Discord server and it's free to join. All you have to do is to put the red code that appears on screen. I recommend you to link it to your Twitch account, especially if you are subscribed. If you have a subscription in Twitch, you can enjoy different benefits. Just as it is, the sub fairies voted for Horror Videos Night, the stream of tonight, and they voted for me to watch Monument Mythos. So if you want this power over me, consider subscribing. Also, I have open commissions. Ooh-wee. That means that I can draw whatever you want me to. I can draw from character sketches to character drawings, character illustrations, and chibi. So if you're interested, please let me know, because this is my information. Bada bing, bada boom. Actually, I should have done like a Black Friday discount, and I totally forgot about it. I'm so sorry. Next year. Yeah, sorry. Next year we're gonna have Black Friday discounts and stuff, I guess. And I have another announcement, but let's do that better in chat. I want to read you guys. Yeah, sure. Wahoo! Announcement! Yeah! What do you mean default? No snow dropping? Or a Christmas tree in the background? No, you see, yeah, of course, next month, incoming is December. First week is gonna be my default one. You know, the typical black one with no things dropping, like here. But after that week, we will have the Christmas overlay. The one that I used to have at the very beginning, you know, the green one with the snowflakes falling down. And a surprise that I cannot say yet. I mean, hopefully I get the time to do so, but I really, really want to give you a surprise for next week. Hopefully I get to do it. I mean, I really want to do it, yeah. I'll see how, but yeah. I mean, I don't promise anything, but I really want to do it. Yay! A Santa hat? No, it's not it. It's something better in a way? I don't know, I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but I do have something great incoming. I like your blood, lol. Oh, then maybe you will... Okay, maybe I should not say it. Okay, maybe they protected me from saying something terrible. No, I'm gonna say it anyway. Then maybe... maybe you're gonna enjoy... galletas emperador de chocolate. Chocolate emperor cookies. My house already set as Christmas since November 1st. Oh my, really? I will do that as well, but it's not my house, so yeah. That reminds me, you owe me a blood vial. Didn't I give it to you? Okay. I'll take that as a note. Guys, the other announcement that I wanted to give you is that we're gonna add a new day in the schedule. I still don't know when. I still need to decide it, especially with the anniversary incoming. But I will add a new day because I received a lot of requests over this first year, especially from Latin fairies, Spanish fairies, because despite me speaking English all the time, statistics always say that 50% of my audience are Spanish speakers. So I've been receiving a lot of requests like, when are you gonna make Spanish streams? So the answer is next week at best. I don't know. I'm gonna add Spanish streams, 100% Spanish. Yeah. And how are they gonna work? You see, I've been kind of studying you guys, especially like quote unquote English fairies and then the Spanish fairies. English fairies enjoy way more my gaming streams, as in like me playing Blasphemous. They care for a story, they care for a gameplay, they want drama, they want something serious. You guys want content. Well, Spanish fairies are more interested in like belonging into some like desmadre, you know. They're interested more in funny activities, entertaining group activities, just chatting, Fall Guys. I don't care about playing a story, I just care about spending time with Alice, just making pendejadas, you know. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. And don't worry guys, that doesn't mean that if you speak Spanish you are not allowed to enter my regular English streams, nor vice versa. Like, everyone is invited to any of my streams. Like, I actually got plenty of fairies that don't speak Spanish and want to practice it, so I think those streams are gonna be a good way to do it. Plus, maybe, I mean, with good luck, that's gonna help me to be known by more people, hopefully. So yes, we're gonna have an assigned day of the week. I still don't know which one, but like, this is gonna be the English stream. We're gonna have the tier 1 activity, that is the Discord stream that we did tonight, and then the Spanish stream. I'll be asking you guys which day you find better for each one. Don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be like together. Like, it can be like, I don't know, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you know? We don't know yet, but yeah. You guys are still invited. It doesn't matter if you don't talk certain language. You're still invited to my streams. So what do you think about it? ¿Y las galletitas Lincolns la conoces? Yes, I do. They're not popular, but I do know them. People be setting up so early for events. Irritating. Hey, that's real that you're talking about. Leave him alone. I still get icky whenever I see them emperador cookies at the Axel after that stream. You're welcome, baby. Mwah. Recomiéndame unas galletitas. Galletas emperador de chocolate. I cannot recommend any better than those ones. You'll be tasting my blood. Believe me, I mean it. You just don't know from where. Oh my god. No English challenge! Yeah, especially for you guys, international fairies, Anglo fairies, I suppose. You are always invited to any streams. And especially you are invited to... Oh, that was cute, Xerozone. I know you love me. Yeah, to learn the language. Liberen la ñ. I'm gonna tell you about a letter that you don't know about. The ñ. You can say stuff like ñoño. Y ñandú. You keep sending me love. That's so cute of you. I'm going to learn Spanish just so I can hang out with y'all too. Thank you, Red. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's gonna be more entertaining content. It's not gonna be like, ow, like gameplays and story and lore in the Mercury library. It's gonna be like, hey, let's play some Repo. Hey, let's play some Fall Guys. Let's play Minecraft. Let's just talk about stupid shit. Let's react to videos. You know, like group activities in general. Because I know, I am a Mexican. I understand how important it is for our people to feel included in something. Estoy de acordation. Wait. Free any? I'll just act like I understand. That's the spirit, Exterior Zone. Can't wait to see you there. Why? ¿Te hicieron algo malo, la señi? Estoy de acordation. No! Emperador is fake. Emperador is fake taste. I like all natural. Jesus Christ! Oh my god. No! Pregunta! What's your question? Why the fuck? Stop it! Then you bring me a bicycle. Oh my god. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. ¿Cómo le dicen a alguien que entienda el inglés pero no sabe escribir en inglés? I don't think there's a term for that. I just say like, oh, you understand English but you don't know how to write it. I don't know. English speaker, non-English writer. I don't know. Sup? I'm on Twitch now. Hey, hello. Freaky. Yeah, so yeah, that's the update. So get ready because next week we're gonna have our anniversary week. We're gonna have actually pretty interesting stuff to do, like a recap and stuff. So yeah. I gotta I surely gotta be streaming on the 4th of December. That's gonna be Thursday. Yeah, because that's the day. Bicycle fades out effects. That's like the fade out effects on singing. ¿Ya viste la nueva temporada de Stranger Things? No, but I'm gonna watch just the first episode tonight. Yeah, like after the stream. Don't spoil me anything yet, Tiago. Have you though? Ooh, can't wait. I'm probably going to be absent, but oh well. No, don't tell me that. Well, don't worry. We'll see what we do. As for now, I'll keep track on which days you want me to stream and which day you want to be the Spanish stream for the Micha Letal. La hora de juego de Micha Letal. Is that the ugly translation in Spanish of Alice Mercury Playtime? Yeah. Fuck yeah. La hora de juego de Leche Metal, tío. Hostia. Okay. So, say goodbye to this Day of the Dead. Ow. Overlay. Because it's gonna be gone for a year. ¿Te molestan los spoilers? ¿A ti no? Of course I did. Of course they bother me. Ow. Why? Because you cannot deny your beautiful feelings for me, Exterior Zone. Oh my goodness. Spanish streams, you gotta wear a sombrero to alert the English speakers of the Spanish streams, and you gotta get an AR-15 asset for the English streams. What is an AR-15 asset? A barber. No, actually that is something that I mentioned in my Spanish chat in Discord. Now streams are gonna have it at the very start of the titles, the language that it's gonna have. Either way, we're gonna have the assigned day of the week. But yeah, for example, this one is gonna say English, then Horror Videos Night, Mythos, blah blah blah, you know? And then in Spanish be like, Valió madre, and be like, jugando Fall Guys or something. Just shit like that. Sweet nightmares, my beloved horror queen. Have a nice rest. Love you. Besos en la cola. For you too, Reldex. You know, the spoilers. Fuck you guys. I'm not gonna check Discord in a while then. Sorry. I need water so bad. Well, you mind? I'm drinking water. I have no feelings. Only for my games. Sure, whatever you say. A gun Alright. So you want me to put a gun to understand that it's an English tree? I love it. I love you so much. AR-15 is a rifle. And the assault rifle. Oh my god, guys. I love you so much. Okay. Okay, guys. That's enough for tonight. Thank you so much for the stream of tonight. It was actually very interesting. We talk about plenty of stuff, and I can't wait to continue to watch this series. Alright? That's enough for the week. Oh, I owe you a stream, by the way. Yeah, because of yesterday, me taking the day off, I do owe you a stream. Yeah, I don't forget that. Why is it's tweaking? It's gone. Okay, guys. So I will see you next week, hopefully with a new schedule. So yes, get ready because next week is my anniversary week. All right, guys. Kisses in your buttholes. Bye bye. Love you.